Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're talking about the LEC offseason once again, the latest and greatest news, rumor, speculation, all that good stuff going on in the professional League of Legends scene. More specifically, today we're talking about the European scene, and we're talking about Shadow and the weird situation that he and some of the other big name players in the European League of Legends scene have found themselves in, because it is really crazy, it is really surprising, and this offseason has not been exactly what we have expected for some of the bigger names in the scene. But before we get into that, I just want to mention a word from our sponsor real quick, which is my new merch line. This is the Germ Signature Collection. This is a limited time, limited run, just for a couple of weeks, a really small supply of a new merch line that I'm trying out. This is something new that I'm trying to get my feet into, and I want to see how it goes. If you guys like my content, if you want to support me, my channel, and the stuff we do here, consider buying one of my new shirts. It is a nice polyester blend, which should be a really nice material for just $20, which I think is a really solid price. So again, if you would, if you'd be interested in that, definitely consider checking that out. With that being said, here we go. Wooloo tweeted this out. This was a couple days ago at this point. I had been meaning to make a video about this, but I just never got around to it, and I wanted to see how it was all going to play out. He tweeted that he knows 100% of the LEC, LFL, and Prime League rosters. He also knows top teams from most of the other European regional leagues, but still, no Magic Felix, no Shadow, and no Cabochard in sight. And he actually put SH4DOW here. He's actually talking about SHAD0W Shadow, the former jungler from Mad Lions from last split. He does not have a team, and I think that's pretty crazy. Like, yes, it is crazy that Nemesis was not able to find a team. It was crazy that Crownshot was not able to find a team in Europe. And it's really crazy as well that Shadow is not able to find a team. I know people, obviously Cabochard probably is good enough to have a spot, but I don't think people are as shocked by that. Magic Felix is obviously a big talent, but maybe people aren't as shocked by that one either, because he hasn't really worked out in the LEC yet. Also, we've heard maybe news, rumors, rumbling, speculation about maybe his anxiety and social stuff still being an issue. Maybe he's not able to perform or able to play in big games or big stages or whatever. So it's a little bit of a weird situation for some of these guys. But man, Shadow, as Wooloo says here, I believe Shadow was the top 1 all-pro jungler for the LEC summer, but nowhere to be seen because of unfounded rumors, which he claims were rumors of Shadow going to China, which weren't true, which I don't know. Again, I had never really heard about rumors of Shadow going to China. He's trying to say that those were the reason that Shadow got left off a team. I don't know. I'd find that hard to believe. I mean, if they just reach out and talk to Shadow, they could get the truth from him. Like, I don't know why people always act like rumors and stuff keep people off teams, because that doesn't even make sense. If a team is dumb enough to listen to some stupid rumor or something they heard on Twitter, when they literally have the contact and connection for all these players and they can just reach out and talk to them, that really wouldn't even make sense. So I don't know. I assume it's just people weren't interested in these players for whatever reason. I mean, we know that's what happened with like Nemesis. There was no other rumors surrounding him or Crownshot. But this is crazy because, again, this is your all-pro first-team jungler from the summer split in the LEC. Obviously, Mad Lions was a crazy team in summer split. They looked very great, and a lot of it was led by Shadow at times. A huge playmaking jungler, looked absolutely dominant, and part of it was also that G2 was slumping at times. Fnatic was slumping at times, so Self-Made wasn't exactly up there always. Jankos wasn't exactly up there always. I don't think anyone would just say that, or no one, especially at this point, would say that Shadow is just straight better than Jankos, straight better than Self-Made. But when you put the whole season together, the whole summer split, where there was some up and down from both of those teams, from both of those players, Shadow got the nod. Whether you think he deserves it or not, whatever. He was for sure one of the best junglers, a top 3 jungler at the least in the LEC summer split. Obviously, then they go to the summer playoffs, where Mad Lions as a whole team starts to falter a little bit. They get 4th in the LEC, but Europe has 4 seeds this year, so they still are able to make it to the play-in stage at Worlds. And the play-in stage did not go that great for Mad Lions. Shadow himself at Worlds did not perform very well. He had some very bad games, some really terrible score lines he put up, some really bad performances. Even against some of the weaker teams, even against some of the, teams from really small regions, obviously. And that was a bad sign. That really did scare a lot of people, and apparently it scared a lot of people off from wanting him on their team, which is absolutely crazy. Because if you look at the LEC right now, and you look at some of these rosters, and you look at some of the players that are on rosters, and then you look at some of the players who have no teams, again, you could put together a really crazy lineup, and people kind of talk about this in the comments. I believe it's a comment on this one, where somebody says, Cabochard, Shadow, Nemesis, Crownshot, and Magic Felix as support would be like a decent team in the LEC. Like, that would be a solid team. That would potentially even be a playoff team in the LEC. So that's crazy that those 5 guys have all not been able to find rosters. Again, Magic Felix, Cabo, I understand a little bit. Nemesis should absolutely be on a team. Crownshot should absolutely be on a team. Shadow should absolutely be on a team. And again, even if none of these guys were going to get LEC spots, like, no team in the LEC would benefit from having these guys in European Regional League, having them as a backup, having them to train with, to scrim with, to build up and maybe take over their starting position as the year goes on if they can kind of prove themselves again. Like, that is absolutely insane to me. I'm not sure exactly what teams in the LEC are doing. I'm not sure if these players are too expensive, they're asking for too much, if they just know that they're absolutely washed up, or if there's just some insane new wave of European talent coming up and you know, the LEC new faces this year are just absolutely going to dominate. I really doubt that. I don't think there's a world in which Shadow is not LEC caliber, in which like Nemesis and Crownshot are not either. That's just going to be absolutely crazy to me. I do expect all three of these guys over the course of the season to end up back on LEC rosters, whether it's in the summer split, maybe 2022 at the very, very latest. But man, this is not like some washed up guys. These are people in the primes of their career right now who, yes, they have all had kind of a little bit of a drop off. Nemesis didn't end the year the best. Crownshot did, he's completely different. Shadow didn't do that well at Worlds. Nemesis didn't do that well at Worlds. Kind of left a bad taste in some people's mouths, but man, they definitely still deserve to be on teams. This is really, really crazy. I was shocked to hear that Shadow, now that Wooloo has heard about all these roster and stuff, is not going to be on an LEC or even a European Regional League team. That's pretty crazy to me, and I know it's going to be crazy to a lot of other people as well, especially, again, when you take a look at some of the junglers that are in the LEC for the 2021 split. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Tell me, drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this? Should Shadow be on a team? What team would you like to see him go to? Would you take a chance on him in the European Regional League? Would you take a chance on him in the LEC? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on the latest content. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. If you want, check out my merch. First link in the description below. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.